Despite the fun of the big game, many football players see their fair share of injuries. During the last few years, the NFL has been tackling the issue of concussions head on.
Their game plans include hundreds of millions of dollars in research, rule changes, and banning certain equipment. But is it working? And how could all of this eventually affect younger players? Caitlin Heck sat down with the NFL's first chief medical officer to hear his thoughts on the future of football.
The Super Bowl, the big football finale. But it also kicks off the season of data crunching and conversations by NFL officials about what went right and maybe what didn't. But a big topic of discussion over the next few months, concussions.
So our overall concussion rate in games was down 29% this year.
That's Dr. Alan Sills, Chief Medical Officer of the NFL, a position created in 2017, the same year the league saw its highest number of concussions at 281. This year, that number was 214.
So we'll ask ourselves the same question. What can we change on the field that can drive that rate down even further?
They'll start by looking at what's already been done. This year, the NFL banned 10 helmet styles that underperformed both in lab tests and on the field.
Clearly, there are differences in how helmets perform and that there are safer helmets which will reduce risk of concussion. I think we've also showed that rules changes matter.
Changes like banning players from lowering their head as they go in for a tackle. Also some shifts to the kickoff rules.
The special teams coaches themselves actually got together and proposed those changes because they felt like that the play might disappear otherwise.
The NFL adopted the kickoff changes for 1 year. So will it stick around? Well, the latest numbers show there were 0 concussions reported on kickoff plays during the preseason. But Dr. Sills says they'll have to look at data from the entire year before making any decisions. At the same time, they'll also be looking at changes to another high injury play, the punt.
We'd be remiss not to take advantage of what we're learning to improve safety. That doesn't mean we're going to be left with a less entertaining game to play or watch.
So could we start to see some of these changes happen at the college, high school, even youth levels? Well, Dr. Sills says he hopes so.
There's a lot of common elements here, whether it be helmet design, style of play, or how we take care of athletes.
I also spoke with Robin Hines, the executive director of the GHSA, about the latest NFL research.
It seems like they're just getting started, and maybe we need to be following the same things and taking a look at some of the things that they're doing.
Now, Hines didn't go into specifics, but he and Dr. Sills both agree there is still work to be done to protect players at all levels. But Dr. Sills says he is encouraged that players, coaches, and medical staff all appear to be on the same team. Caitlin Heck, 13 WMAZ News.
Dr. Sills says the NFL is also researching cleat styles and playing surfaces to help reduce lower body injuries.
To hear more from Caitlin's conversation with Dr. Sills, you can find this story 13WMAZ.com.